Hello class, my name is Mike Nolan and this is my multimedia discussion board for week 6. So we're going to be going over a public records request. The information that we're going to be requesting is officers' body-worn camera recordings that are associated with an officer-involved shooting. The agency that we're going to use for this purpose is going to be the Santa Ana Police Department. Now, the legal authority that we have to get that information is going to be under California Public Records Act, specifically Government Code 6254. And for that request, we're going to submit it to the Clerk of Counsel office in person, and I'll give you the information on that later. In returning back to the desired information, what we're seeking, specifically California Public Records Act 6254. It's a new act which actually will not take effect until July of 2019. But with that, it allows for the body-worn camera recordings associated with an officer-involved shooting. And it has to be of a person. And I say person because it doesn't have to be a family member or relative. You can just be a concerned citizen that wants to know about the shooting that happened on the street. But it does, in fact, have to be a person. It can't be that they shot your dog or it has to be the shooting directly related to a person. So here's the public records request form that you can find at santa-ana.org/forms. And in the form, it's very self-explanatory. You're going to put your name, mailing address, phone number, fax, email, and how you would like to attain a copy of, or if you would just like to go down there and view it in person, and who the request is going to be submitted to there. So we filled out that it's going to be going to the police department. And it's very important that you give any information that you know associated with the incident so that you have the best chance of the department actually locating the incident you're looking for and not having to send back a request saying, there's not enough information, so therefore they can't satisfy the request. And over to the right here, that's where you're going to be submitting your request to the City of Santa Ana Clerk of Counsel office. And there's the physical address along with the fax and phone number where the form can be sent once obtained. And once the form is submitted, if you go to the City of Santa Ana's website, it says specifically that the city will determine whether we can comply with the request, and within 10 calendar days from the date of the request is received, you will be notified of the determination on the request. According to the Public Records Act specifically associated with this, which is California Government Code 6254, based on the circumstances of the event of the officer-involved shooting, if it's still under investigation, or if there's an internal affairs investigation pending, or the case hasn't yet been filed with the district attorney's office, there can be a 45 delay and up to a 1-year delay. And that delay and the reason for the delay must be specifically articulated to you when they're giving you the notification that they're not going to be able to comply with your request within the 10 days. They have to tell you specifically why, because it's of evidentiary value, or the case has not been submitted to the district attorney's office and therefore they cannot comply with your request. This is very important, especially given incidents that we've had pretty recently in our nation's history, not just in California. We had I think it was the 2014 case of Chicago police officer who shot. It was Laquan McDonald. And he was a younger black gentleman, and he was shot by a white police officer. The shooting happened on October 20th, 2014. The video footage was not released until a year and a month approximately later, on November 24th, 2015. And in the meantime, because of the delay, the information was not known as to what actually took place, and there was civil unrest, riots, everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And when the footage was ultimately released, they were able to produce that Laquan was high on PCP and he was armed with a knife at the time of the shooting. Well, that's my video on how to submit a public records request for an officer-involved shooting at the Santa Ana Police Department. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this and look forward to watching your videos.